Alright guys, what is going on? We are live and happy Turtle Tuesday everyone.
Happy Turtle Tuesday.
I'm your host Jason.
Happy Turtle Tuesday.
I'm your host Jason Sohail and I am joined by news correspondent Mike. We are Turtle Recall. We're going to be doing the news portion of the podcast and we got some fun stuff to be talking about here. Of course, everyone's favorite subject, NFTs. That's going to be coming up. And
Oh, jeez.
I know
Just,
exactly.
just led right off with that.
Just lead it right off on that. Just go ahead and tear that band-aid off, and then but now we're gonna put it back on. But before we get into the news subjects, just to let you guys know, this is the news portion of the podcast. Our full audio podcast will be released hopefully on Thursday, maybe Friday. The plan is to actually write at least 2 episodes this week because if you guys noticed that we didn't release our podcast till Monday, and that's just because of Anna and her pregnancy sickness. And actually, speaking of Anna, this week is her last podcast because she will be on maternity leave for the rest of the year. And so, but this week we are looking at the episode Rhino Man. So, should be fun stuff. Ever want to see Roxanne and Bebop as superheroes? That's what we're going to be looking at.
Just an absolute classic episode.
Oh, yeah. And NECA's making figures of it.
I know, right? It's just wild how they still haven't gotten to Hokum Hair. This week on Ninja Turtle Power Hour, we did our retrospective podcast on the 10th anniversary of the 2012 TMNT. Keith unfortunately couldn't be there, so we had some schmuck fill in.
I know. Best guest you guys had, and he came back, come to save the day.
Yeah, of the two guests that we've had on our show in 2022, he is definitely one of them. No, thank you again for covering, Jason. You're. There was it was a fun discussion. I love talking about the 2012 show. So you can check that out over on Ninja Turtle Power Hour right now.
Yeah. It was lots of fun. I really enjoyed it because I've been talking about so much 1987, so it was nice to be talking about some 2012 stuff.
Yeah, same. It was nice to kind of change gears and talk about a different Turtle show and kind of things that influenced it and stuff like that. So head on over and check that out.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get started on the news. This weekend is New York Comic Con. So Super7 will be there to be showcasing stuff, and also while they're showcasing some stuff, they also have some exclusives. One of their exclusives they have is the glow in the dark Ultimate Muckman figure. So it's kind of funny how we have a NECA glow in the dark Muckman figure, and then now we have a Super7 glow in the dark Muckman figure. I'm not too crazy about the color. I think the paint is a little too light green for me. I like that darker green they had with the turtles.
I like it. This is very nostalgic to me. If you compare this one to the Toxicity Now glow in the dark Muckman that NECA did earlier this year,
Yeah,
this one is the clear winner of the two. This looks like an 80s toy in the glow in the dark, which is exactly what the Super 7 line is supposed to be. So
yeah,
I'm in love with this.
Yeah,
I don't care for Muckman, but I love glow in the dark,
I'm
stuff like this.
I'm a sucker for glow in the dark as well. If this exclusive is anything like the Lion-O exclusive and the other exclusives they had at San Diego Comic-Con, I have a feeling this will be available on fan channel websites like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store after the convention. Probably the ones they didn't get around selling will be available there. They didn't release a price, but that's not the only Ninja Turtle exclusive. that they have for this weekend, and these will be found on booth 1325 at the convention. But our other exclusive is a reaction figure of Mutagen Ooze Raphael. Now, what I'm not clear of, I don't know if this glows in the dark or if they just made it like a translucent green.
So from what I saw, I think John Paternia.com on Twitter, I think he said this was just a translucent green, not a glow in the dark green.
Right, because to me, like when I looked at it, it looked translucent, but like, I mean, and nowhere in Super Seven's like thing they said that it's going to be glow in the dark. So if they didn't say it's glow in the dark,
Mhm.
I don't think it's going to be glow in the dark, but it's definitely translucent. Um, and Robert says it looks like Muckman is wearing the purple teddy bear from Toy Story 3. Yeah, it does kind of look like Lotso over there. That is something I like about Super 7 is I love that they paint the details that like Playmates like put in their mold. Just it
Yeah.
really makes it pop.
Yeah, like I always told people, like Playmates always has had good sculpts. They just never painted them. So
Right,
like you're
exactly.
really surprised looking at those Playmate figures, like what you'll find.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's honestly like if you guys can track down the San Diego Comic Con versions of the Rise Turtles, that's so excellent because of all the details that is painted on those set, but not on the actual like basic set is like uncanny. Uh,
Yeah.
but I mean, Playmates has always been do good on their actual molds. But that's pretty much it with Super Seven. And if you guys are going to New York Comic Con, just let us know what you guys think. I'm actually kind of surprised NECA does not have any exclusives coming. They usually used to have exclusives coming to New York Comic Con.
So so for the past couple of years, they've stopped going to New York Comic Con,
Uh huh.
and started up like New Jersey Toy Con
Oh,
instead.
okay. I gotcha.
And so that's and it kind of goes on at the same time. So that's kind of been their thing now. And because NECA, is based in New Jersey, so that's kind
Right.
of it's kind of their homegrown thing. So I don't know if they've got anything planned for that, but yeah, as of now, they don't have anything for New York Comic Con.
But that is a great segue to our next subject, and like they are going to be the subject for the rest of this podcast. Is that we are going to be talking about what they revealed just a few like I don't know, I think like an hour ago. And that is like right now it's October's like their like happy month because this is like their month where they get to show off stuff because they're known for horror figures. And it's Tuesday, so of course they got to show off the Ninja Turtle Universal line, and they have revealed we got Phantom of the Opera Casey Jones. This just revealed. They didn't go too much detail
Mm-hmm.
onto it for you guys on the uh, audio podcast. It is like basically it's his mask, but like it's torn, broken on the corner of his mouth, and his kind of like decaying in that mouth. And he
Yeah.
has a nice suit on.
So yeah, so this is part of the Universal cross Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab. So all the monsters, um, and so originally everyone was like, "Oh, what's coming next?" After they revealed Splinter and Donnie as the last two figures, uh, everyone was wondering like, "Oh, what's next?" Casey Jones is Phantom of the Opera. Like that's kind of the easy one. Like he's the mask and everything.
Right.
I really like what NECA did here with it. I'm curious what the rest of it looks like because if you're watching this on YouTube with us, it's only the one picture so far. Like they haven't
Right.
shown anything else. So we don't know what the rest of the body looks like. If there's a whole lot of reuse, that looks like the same goalie stick that came with the normal movie Casey.
Yeah.
Um,
I will say this because I was so. I mean, I kind of was disappointed with uh, the Bride of Frankenstein April, and the reason I was disappointed with it was because the head sculpt was the same exact head sculpt that they did for the other two movie Aprils, and I like that we actually have a unique head for Casey over here, because this is definitely
Yeah.
not like a reused uh Elias Kotis Casey head that like they just modified by like changing the hair or something like that.
Yeah, like this looks more unique than the Bride of Frankenstein April. And even Van Helsing Splinter is pretty like it's cool, but it's pretty boring because it's
Right.
literally just movie Splinter without his robe and like with a jacket thrown on top of it. So I'm like, those two are my least favorite. Like I'll pick them up if I find them, but
Right.
I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, I've picked up Bride of Frankenstein April, but like, and it's same thing with Splinter. If I see him, I'll pick him up. But those two are like right now are like my least two favorites. I really like this one. Now, here's the funny: as a theater kid, when I first heard like Phantom of the Opera, I didn't even know that was a Universal monster. I'm here thinking Android Lloyd Webber. I'm like, wait a minute, is that a horror character? So I learned things today.
bum, 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 bum.
There you go. Thank you, NBC.
No problem.
Yeah, so that's really like, I mean, honestly, that's all we have for that figure. I mean, I don't expect more details to come out this figure until like probably February or March. Just because like this is like their horror month, and they like to this is like when they like to like do the actual like teases and that kind of stuff. This isn't anything new, and I'm gonna guess like
Yeah.
the next few Tuesdays are going to be reserved for the Ninja Turtle reveal. I, parts of me, I kind of wanted Shredder to be Phantom of the Opera, only because he was Phantom of the Opera in the classic '87 cartoon. Um,
Yeah, but like it's such the easy money that he's gonna be
Dracula.
Dracula.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, I mean, I I think like also like internally I also want him as Dracula. Like now, if it was a perfect world, I would have both. But like but you know, at the same time, NECA can still make a Phantom of the Opera Shredder that is based off the cartoon, and they would have like no problems with that. They don't even have to credit Universal for that, because it is a cartoon thing. Just
I mean,
saying.
how wild would it be though if they pivoted and did a Shredder as the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Oh my god, that would be like insane.
Like
Uh,
the way his you know the way his like the way the creature's head is shaped with its
right,
extra like fins and spiky protrusions. Like, what if they did that and like just made it Shredder? You know?
right, right. Oh god, that would actually be that would be very impressive. Parts of me, I'm actually wondering because of this line is more based off the movie characters. Like, I'm wondering if there's even any plans to do Be About Rocksteady, or if they'll just go into Toka and Razar. Like, that's
Yeah.
just yeah. But that's just like something I was just thinking off the top of my head. But we'll find out in the future. I know NECA said they have 8 planned. We're almost at 8. Actually, I think if Shredder's the last one, I think that would be 8. Now I think about it. So, but I mean, knowing how well successful this line is, I can see them extend it out to more, because NECA likes money. Collectors like to
Yeah,
spend
right.
money. I mean, it's
I think
not
the most disappointing thing so far has been that like we don't have the 4 turtles by Halloween.
yeah, because like right now I have the 4 that they have offered and have
Mhm.
produced, and it is like 3 turtles in April, and it feels like
Yeah,
wave
like
feels like wave 2 of Playmates, like when the
like
Playmates of
I
Universal.
have two I have 2 turtles and then you're sending me Mikey. It's
Yeah,
like I still haven't found April yet.
right,
Splinter, we don't know when he's shipping.
right,
Uh and then say Donnie hasn't even been solicited yet. So it's like
right.
it stinks that these would have been perfect. Uh these just would have been perfect.
Yeah,
Robert in the chat says If NECA made the foot soldiers into zombies, that's a great idea.
That is an excellent idea. I never didn't even think
I
about that.
don't I don't think zombies are in the Universal
Line.
monsters like canon though.
Maybe they
Like
could.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
any zombies in Universal.
See, because I don't know that movie line at all, but like I don't know, maybe like those like mummy drones or something like that. Just like I don't know if that's in Universal either. Like for
Yeah.
the mummy, like I don't know.
Well, I mean, Mummy Mikey.
Yeah. I know they made Mummy Mikey. I just don't know if they made like a bunch of like drone characters like
Hmm.
into those classic movies or not. Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
but
like I can't think of what else they could like. If I were them, like I would have swapped, uh, like make the Mummy a bunch of foot soldiers. You know?
yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree, but still keeping in our NECA line, the big thing I want to talk about this week is NECA and Walmart are teaming up to give us a unique collecting experience, which is called AutoT, and basically you're going to be able to buy either a physical or a virtual figure, and then on your receipt you'll have a code that you put into autotvault.com, and you
Yeah,
get a digital version of a collectible, which you can store on the NECA store vault for free for up to 2 years.
yeah. If you want,
Or
I have the press release here. If you want to read
I was just going off memory, but if you want to go ahead and
it.
read the
No, I mean you've been doing it. I have the
yeah.
press release. I
Oh
have it
no, no,
already.
no, no, no. I researched the heck out of this thing. I was like, I wanted to make sure that I got everything down packed. Just because there's little. I mean, there's like just like little information that's going on there. But basically, this weekend on October 6th is Walmart's Collector Con going on, basically because they're in a New York Comic Con. Uh, so they're taking advantage. They're taking advantage that you'll be able to buy uh, these these like NECA figures, which uh, right now the ones that are in this Auto T line are black and white Shredder, uh, color corrected blue Renette, and black and white Foot Soldier. Uh, and those are going to be Walmart exclusives. And
There's also a black and white foot soldier,
yeah, I said black. Didn't I say black and white Foot Soldier?
Shredder.
Oh, maybe I said them twice. Okay.
Oh no, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, no, no. I meant black and white foot soldier. There's also a Fugitoid, apparently.
But that has not been listed in.
It's
I know it's on the back
it's
because
not.
on the back of the box they
Yeah,
also have Fugitoid and Red Shirt Casey, but we don't know if those are in this or if like they are Walmart exclusive or not, or if like they're coming in at a different time. Uh, but uh, the ones that we do know that was in the press release is Renette, uh, Shredder, and Foot Soldier, and like those are also on the Walmart teaser image as well. The other two are not on there.
I'm looking for that image right now.
Oh gosh, I know it's on NECA's like Facebook site, Facebook page.
Okay, so Shredder, Renette, and the Foot Soldier are on the image, but
Right.
not Fugitoid.
Not
Okay, you're right.
Fugitoid, not Fugitoid, not Casey, but they are on the back of the box. Now, here's the thing: is that okay? Now 1 out of 10 of these figures will be signed by Kevin Eastman. So like you have like that random draw that you might be able to get a signed figure, which I'm gonna guess is gonna be kind of like that whole Fugitoid thing, where like
Mm.
when they did it with at a Target, it'd be kind of
Yeah, the signature edition.
yeah, the signature edition. Yeah, I'm hoping the box will say signature edition for the people like looking for it, so you don't have to like open it and try to find that random signature.
Mm.
Now, here's the thing that like is weird. So October 6th is when it's going to go online. It's going to go live online on October 6th. On October 15th, uh, select Walmarts are going to have a kiosk for you to purchase these Auto T. And right now they only have it for Ninja Turtles, and then they're also going to have it for Bob Ross lithographs. Now, what they're saying about like these collect like the when you buy for Auto T is that you're gonna be buying like a box, which I assume the box is gonna be empty, and you just get a code in your receipt, and then you put that code into the Auto T Vault website, and then there you'll get revealed on what collectible you got, and then so you'll have a digital collectible, and then from there you can either trade, sell, or redeem it to get a physical, which will be free shipping. And but at Walmart stores and Walmart.com, you will also be able to buy these figures, so you don't have to go through this digital thing. But apparently, if you buy it physical, the actual physical one, you also still get a code for the collectible in a digital format as well. And the one odd thing is like kind of weird. So this tech like uh it's still blockchain. This is still like a like they just like they're not calling it a non fungible token, even though this is pretty much the definition of a non fungible token. Uh,
Yeah.
like that's the whole like point of it. But like they're presenting it more of like a oh, it's a mystery thing. Uh, I mean, I know collectors are not happy about it because like collectors they want to go out and like get it, and especially a lot of people, including myself, that just want the blue Renette. Just because, like I'd prefer the blue Renette than the IDW recolor that
Yeah.
they did, which, and I mean, as for like the whole Walmart exclusive, to be honest, I don't mind because these are repaints of figures that have been previously available. Personally, I'm happy that people are having a better chance to get a Shredder and a Foot Soldier because I think that Foot Soldier was a New York Comic Con exclusive, and
It was.
I know Shredder was also one, but then also Shredder also was a Loot Crate exclusive. So like this is our third Shredder, but like this is actually
So so this shredder has been re-released several times. Like the body is the same shredder that they use on Toon Shredder as well.
okay.
So if you count all of that, uh, that shredder mold has been used more times than Playmates has re-released the Classic Collection Turtles.
Uh huh.
Just throwing it out there.
Gotcha.
But the Mirage like shredder has been re-released. It was the New York Comic Con foot set.
Yeah.
Then it was the arcade shredder, the original one, not the
Yeah.
Turtles in Time shredder.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Uh,
That's
then
right.
then we have the Loot Crate one, and now this one.
Uh huh. Yeah. So
So
this
few
is
times for that boy.
yeah. Free times for this boy, but like is finally coming out not as well, it's still exclusive. It's a Walmart exclusive, but not as a
Yeah.
like convention exclusive, I should say, or a subscription box exclusive. Uh, I mean, I know a lot of people are upset about it. To be honest, if you're upset about it, like the best thing you can do is not pay money for it. Me personally, I'm going like on October 6th when it goes on live at Walmart.com. Hopefully the actual physical figure will be at Walmart.com and not just the Auto T. But if it's not, then I'll just go try to find it at my local Walmart store because they did promise that these are coming to the Walmart stores. Uh, I'm also kind of wondering like if like this is gonna be one of those like almost like a made in demand kind of thing, or something like that. If they see that so many people purchase these NFTs, that like they're like, oh, okay, let's go have production to be set for this many, and then for like the people to redeem them, because you do have 2 years to redeem them. And I don't know what's going to
Mm.
happen 2 years after. What's going to happen to your digital collection? Like, do you have to pay money to keep it, or do you have to like like wave at it, like buy forever, like, kind of
It
like
all
Pokemon
gets
box.
deleted.
Yeah, it's all gets deleted. Yeah, that not that's something I'm not too sure of, and I'm pretty sure these items are gonna have like special like markings and everything, like to show like the number, so like that way it is. I'm sure there's some sort of unique way for people to know, like, so because like you'll be tracked on, like, okay, this belonged to Mike, and then now Jason bought it, and now
Mm.
Kevin, he has it now. Like, there's going to be like a history to go for these digital files.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I'm sure that is all going to be a thing in it. I just I'm really annoyed about this because I don't want to have to buy an NFT in order to get the Mirage, like the correct Mirage brunette.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the one I don't want to do. And I mean, now, thankfully, you don't have to, because your Walmart store should have it. I mean, that's if it's available at your Walmart store, and if you're
yeah,
able to
like
find it.
in theory, they would have to have it.
Right,
I don't know if my Walmart is going to have that. My Walmart sucks.
right, right. No, no, that,
So,
yeah. And then, like, what's also not clear, because I know Walmart.com could not sell Ninja Turtle NECA figures directly for a while because of that mess with Casey Jones. But it looks like this deal that they're having with each other, and also the fact is that we actually been start seeing like the foot turtle, the 1 foot turtles actually show up on Walmart. That maybe like they're hopefully they're actually reconsidering that we can actually get these physically from Walmart.com, and not, and for the people who want to make sure that they get these figures and not have to deal with the digital file,
mm,
they get it directly from the website, which I'm hoping they do it that way. Uh, but like I understand
I
like
mean, yeah,
people's
like,
concern.
I don't want, like, I don't support NFTs at all.
Right,
I definitely don't want this.
right, right,
And like, I don't want to have to be forced into it. I don't want anything to do with an NFT. And the fact that like they're kind of tying into this, and part of the problem is that like the language on it has been so kind of wishy-washy, like
right,
everybody confused on like what do we have to do to get the figure we want.
right. Exactly. I mean, I read 3 different sources. I read it from like NECA. I read it from AutoT. I also read it from Walmart. And unfortunately, the thing is like the word, and also IGN. Let's not forget IGN. IGN is the
Yeah.
one who broke the news. And like, but uh, like the thing is like the 3 major ones have the same wording at it, and I mean they literally copied and paste like the press
Mm.
release. And so uh so like that's all we have to go off of, because like when I first started seeing people complain about it online, because I think I misread it a little bit, and I was kind of like, oh, no, no, I was like, no, it says like specifically you can actually buy the figures off of Walmart.com. And then I had to like reread it. I'm like, oh no, there is a thing if you buy it from the kiosk, or like buy the digital, or buy a box that says Auto T on it. Then you'll find out what collectible from it is. And also the plan is like right now it's just Ninja Turtles and Bob Ross. The plan is to have it go like in other directions.
Yeah, and it's like this is so needlessly complicated.
Yes, it's needlessly complicated. I mean, and personally, I wish it was the red Renette. That was the Walmart exclusive, because then I would be like, I don't have to worry about this. But it's the fact that's like the one that I want. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with Casey Jones. I don't care if his shirt is white or red. That's not that big of a deal for me. But like
Yeah.
Renette is the big deal breaker, especially she has a cloth cape, and that's you have to like if I wanted that blue, I have to like replace it.
I mean, yeah, like with Casey, it's an easy fix. Like you really, all you need to do is just paint his shirt red.
Right.
Like that's an easy fix. But Renette, like that's a like it's
Yeah.
just it's so annoying.
Yeah, right. No, I definitely agree. I'm kind of curious what Fugitoid is. I'm just wondering if is he going to be more silver than blue. I mean, I like Fugitoid. I really don't know how they're changing him. Or if they're
So with Fugitoid, I heard that he's more like chromatic.
okay. I had like that was
Um,
like what I was thinking. But again, like this is like something like like Fugitoid. I'm happy with the colors that he has. It's Renette the one that's like I'm like oh man like, and I mean I don't want to end up buying like 15 AutoTs just so I can like or like I buy one and I pray someone online will trade me their like I can trade my shredder for their Renette. Like that's a
yeah. Well, I mean, like, because let's be real here. Nobody's going to be trading away that Renette.
no.
Everyone's going to be trying to sell her.
Yes. Everyone's gonna be trying to sell her, and since it is like that digital platform, they can put whatever price they want because it is technically theirs, and then like and there's that whole mess of like that why people don't like NFTs because I mean at least with this one you will get a physical thing like and I'm also wondering like okay if I do redeem it, is it gonna be on the like if I try to sell it after I redeemed it and I have the physical figure in my hand, like is there gonna be something on there that says like, oh, this figure has been redeemed? Like, I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I even like watched their tutorial video, and their tutorial video didn't have much information as well. Like, um, and their actual website is just a countdown on like when it goes live. So when we get like more information about this, I mean, I can like, we might go into it further, just to maybe just like to get some things clear or something like that, so our listeners know what's going on, and that way they have a better informed chance on like doing it or not like whatever information we find we'll definitely pass that along to you guys. But that is everything that we have for this week. I want to thank Robert for coming in and joining us. It's been a while, and thanks for like chiming in and loved your insight.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, the full audio podcast will be released sometime this week. Should be Thursday. If not, it'll be later. And we will be looking at the episode Rhino Man. Also, keep your eye on this YouTube channel, and you'll see a review for the Diamond Select Ninja Turtle mini mates, and that should be some fun stuff. All right, is there anything else you want to add here, Mike?
Nope. That is it for me this week.
All right, till next time, guys. See ya.